What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So this has to be a complete lie, right? When you see articles out there that talk about having 90% chance or 100% chance that something negative is going to happen, like I understand if you had everybody that came out and said it and literally it's 100% chance because it already did happen. Like I just don't understand these things, especially as you already have it like leaning one way. And you're probably asking yourself, what the heck are you talking about, Matt? Um, so XRP and Ripple has some bad news, right? Or I guess what they would consider as bad news, but it may just be a large form of speculation, but it doesn't make sense to me because I'm not seeing it anywhere else. Even within the article, I'm still not seeing a ton that tells me that that's true. Um, but I want to talk about XRP. I want to give you a little bit of an update on where things are, and also go through some other titles of articles and see what's happening there as well. But just give you a complete update on XRP. I feel like I haven't done that and broken things down a little bit more. So I'm going to do that in this video. But guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Also, if you want to trade XRP up to a 50x leverage, you can do that over on Margex. Feel free to use my link at the top of the description. Honestly, very, very good platform. I've had nothing but success with it. And I'm happy with the amount of XRP I was able to gain. I'm happy with the amount of Bitcoin and, Tether and just everything that I've been able to gain based on the trades that I've made. So feel free to check that out. Link at the top of the description. Now, XRP currently stands at 56 or almost 57 cents. A lot of people are questioning their decision because of the fact that it hasn't moved. Based on the news that we had with the Ripple versus SEC. Ripple was told to pay $125 million, which may not seem like a win to some people, but honestly is a huge win off of, 3 years, 4 years of this, battle back and forth. It was a problem to have this long of a case go on for honestly nothing, it seems like. They just wanted to continue to string this along, and it should have ended probably 2 years ago, but definitely should have ended a year ago. Around the November area to where they were like, we have a settlement. They're going to take that settlement, but then the SEC took back that settlement. They were like, we don't want to do this. And that's where the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, got just upset. And he was like, look, we're willing to take this all the way to the Supreme Court. Like, it just doesn't make sense why you're continuing to fight this. But honestly, I tend to make sense of it, and I'm sure they know it as well. Crypto is going to be bad for fiat. So they realize that XRP is probably one of the worst to affect this. And the reason why is because they're moving so fast. They're partnering with banks, right? They have a major payment option to where you can utilize XRP, and it could be cheap, it could be instantaneous, and people would be able to completely move away from the banking system, which would be horrible for our government, right? For our economy, our financial system. So it would be great for us, the people, but it would be horrible for banks and businesses and firms and those, right? Hedge funds as well. Um, so this is obviously going to affect them in a large way, and that's the reason why they don't want that. They want to fight it so much, and they don't want it to happen as fast as it is happening. But we can see that again, it's at 56, 57 cents. We're seeing it at a $32 billion market cap with $1 billion worth of volume. You still do have the unknown, and I think that's another main feature as to why they want kind of clarity on that. You look at the 56 billion that's in supply, circulating supply, and then you see the 44 billion that's still left there on the table. And with that, that means that Ripple tends to control the inflation that it could have, right? The decrease in price because of the fact that you're seeing an addition of supply every single month or something like that. They control that versus the government that controls that. So if the government decides to buy into it and believe in XRP, Ripple could then dilute the government, which they don't want to have happen. So that's always in the back of their mind, even though they don't say it, but that's always in the back of their mind. They do want to know what's happening with the escrow and if that will be burned off, it will be released or whatever, because they're not going to make it something that's a major part of our economy if they can be diluted by this company rather than the government diluting everybody, every company, and every person, right? So yeah, that's always a thought in the back of their mind. We're currently standing again at 57 cents. It's down about 3.6% over the last 7 days. Over the last month, it's up by 4%, and over the last year, it's down by 5.2%. So pretty flat over 365 days. We do have some peaks and valleys where it does reach a 72-cent price. Decrease down to 50 cents, back up to 72 cents, decrease down to 40 cents, and I would imagine we're going to see it back up to 72 and possibly break through that level. We should have seen it if we would have had nothing but positive news here, but we didn't have nothing but positive news. It was kind of negative news as well. That brings us into this, where the SEC, right? This article says the SEC has a 90% chance of winning against Ripple on appeal. Better Markets CEO predicts. Now, I have no idea when they mean by winning on an appeal, if they mean winning after the appeal, meaning that they're going to end up getting more money in the end, or if XRP will be labeled as a security in the end, or if it's just like the appeal, they'll get the appeal and now we'll be in litigation again. So Better Markets CEO Dennis believes that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has a 90% chance of eventually winning the Ripple case on appeal. Dennis opened that the judge had gotten 90 years of law upside down with the July 2023 ruling, which deprives unsophisticated investors of the protection offered by securities laws. Last year, Judge Annalisa Torres famously ruled that only Ripple's institutional sales violated the securities laws. However, controversial ruling was rejected by the U.S. District Judge Jed Rakoff, as reported by US.Today. Rakoff opened that the method of sales should not affect the legal status of a certain token. Recently, Judge Torres issued a summary judgment in the much talked about case, ordering the company to fork out $125 million worth of penalties. Earlier this week, Stuart Alderati, Ripple's top lawyer, stated that he would not be surprised if the SEC ended up appealing the ruling. However, he is certain that XRP's legal status is not going to be affected by the recent ruling, since it's already the law of the land. Now, we understand that Ripple, right, or XRP is labeled as not a security. I don't think we're going to have that kind of reverse. I think there may be a fight in some way. I hope that we just see the end of it. They have I forget until a certain period to appeal, which would be in October, from what I'm understanding, and once they appeal, if they do appeal, they're saying that they would win on actually getting that appeal to go through, because you have I really don't know. There's no new information on it to say, hey, you would get this appeal in the same court. Now, if it's an elevated court or a higher court, then that kind of makes sense to kind of appeal it there and have a brand new case and bring in all this information that you had before, even though you have nothing new. You have no new information. It's just the same information, just brought before somebody else, right? However, I don't necessarily think that I would hope that we're not going to see more litigation or more of a case that's going through. And They say they have 90% chance of winning on an appeal, not winning the entire thing, just getting the appeal approved. That's where that stands. But I just hope that that comes down. It's like 80%, 70%, 50%, 10% chance. Hell, they say it's 90%. I say it's 10%. They have a 10% chance on winning on an appeal. They have no new information, right? That's the way that I look at it. However, they look at it completely different. So let me know your thought about this. Do you believe that this is a lie just to kind of continue to push negative news? Or do you believe that this is true and we're going to see a continuation of this case and go from 4 years to now 8 years of a legal battle, and XRP is going to be completely held behind? That's what it seems like they're trying to do. The more that they hold XRP and Ripple behind, the more that somebody else can come up and create something brand new and do something that will have more of an impact, right? What they believe will be more of an impact just because they're kind of first to the scene to do all of these things. But Ripple is still partnering with banks. They're still partnering with different companies. So I wouldn't say just because they're in litigation that they'll be completely held back, but they will be pigeonholed just a little bit. I feel like just it won't have as much of an impact as if they were free of any litigation. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.